YouTubers, welcome to another episode of SheinCuisine. Today it's going to be a prime rib roast. It's going to be very simple. We're just going to plant some garlic in it, and we're just going to smash it up, insert slivers of garlic all over the place on this thing, cover it in a bit of dark soy sauce, a little bit of pepper, maybe a bit of salt, and basic spices. If you've got parsley, maybe some basil, something like that, you can put it on top as well. So we're going to start by crushing up the garlic. I'm probably going to need maybe 3 cloves. This is about a little over 4 pounds, this roast. Dial strong knives, the Gladiator. Just move this aside so we don't kill ourselves. And the dog thinks there's somebody at the door. Get the skins out. Just chop this up a bit. So obviously if you don't like garlic, leave this part out. Take the roast, start making small slits in it. Again, another dial strong knife. These are really great. Just randomly poke holes in it. Try and get some garlic into each of the holes. This is not a precision art. And I don't think you can really put too much in here, in my opinion. So we're going to do that on the ends.
Just like that.
I think you can really do that wrong. Then we're going to get a roasting pan. And stand it up in there. Once you get it there, we're going to give it a light rub with a bit of soy sauce. Again, it's not a precision thing. Soy sauce helps to give it just a bit of, besides color, a bit of just a saltiness to it as well, and sweet at the same time. Do all sides as best you can. Prime rib roast with the bone. You don't need to put it on a rack. You just stand it up so the bone sides are down, or the ribs are down, and the fat cap, if you have one still on. This one's cap off. Put the cap on, it's set up and it's on top like that. And let me prepare some veggies. Put a bit of parsley on it. And then I will put maybe some rosemary and some basil on it as well. I'll be right back. Done a bit of manual labor here. Cleaned up some potatoes, carrots, onions, and when I was in the fridge, we also had some Brussels sprouts sitting around, so we like Brussels sprouts, so it's not a problem for us. If you don't like them, obviously, don't put them in. I'm going to take these veggies and just drizzle a bit of olive oil on them. And yes, the dogs have already had their orange sticks, 2 each, and they're happy now. Salt. So we're going to cook the veggies in with the roast. Be a one pan type of event. Pepper. Can never have too much pepper. A little bit of parsley. A little bit of rosemary. And just a hit of basil. That's it. Get our hands in there and just stir this all up as best we can. I've got the oven on preheating now. It's going to be on 450 Fahrenheit. Put the roast in 15 minutes at 450, and then we're going to drop it down to 325, and we're going to cook it till we get it to be the internal temperature we want for medium rare. It's usually around between 120 and 130. And we'll use a meat thermometer for that. Here, something like that. Looks pretty good. And this roast was sitting out. It wasn't frozen. It was sitting out on the counter, covered until it reached hopefully room temperature. We'll find out soon. It was out for about 2.5 hours. Right, so we're going to put a meat probe in there, meat thermometer in, and then stick it in the oven. I'm going to put a cover on at the very beginning, and then I'm going to, well, actually I'm not going to put a cover on. We're just going to stick it in the oven as is. Get this slime off my hands first. And we'll put it in the oven and check back later on. So, again, it's however long it's going to take, meat probe. It might be, for this size roast, 50, 60, maybe 70 minutes. Alright, and we'll be back. Meat probe is in. However, it's not room temperature. It's 47 degrees Fahrenheit. It's kind of a cool room. But when you stick a meat probe in, stay away from the bones, stay away from big, massive pieces of fat. So I've just jammed it in there. And it's going to go in the oven just like this. Here's a little bonus for you. I find that a nice salad goes well with the prime rib. I've probably done this before, maybe in another video. I don't know. This is a bonus for you people who are tuned in. This is my dad's famous salad dressing. He used to make this for people at the restaurant he worked at years ago. And he passed it down to me and my brother and sister, and it's pretty simple. You need garlic. Again, if you don't like garlic, don't do the salad. Garlic, lemon, bit of vinegar, the magic Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce, however you want to say it, and some salt and pepper. So we're going to assemble it now. Very simple. How much garlic? As much as you can handle. So we'll say this much. It's going to be garlicky. So this is the type of stuff you don't want to have and then go visit people that don't have it. Right? So again, the trademark, crush the garlic. Get the skins out. Come on, let go. You don't want to mash it up fine, like chop it fine. Usually just a good smash, as long as it's not looking like garlic buds anymore. Take it like this. One more piece of skin in there, just hang it in. And we're going to put it into, it's got to be a wooden bowl. This doesn't work right in steel or anything else. You need a spoon. A little bit of salt. Coarse ground salt works good. And we're going to take the spoon and you do like a mortar and pestle thing on it like this. Just mash it in there. Dad used to make us mash this until it was the consistency of toothpaste, but in my old age I don't really have that much patience anymore. I also don't mind big chunks of garlic in my food, so if you're like me, just do that. Oh, sorry, you're also going to need an oil of some kind. This is like a vinaigrette, so I'm using just olive oil here. A splash of olive oil. How much? About that much. Stir it up a bit. Take a wedge of lemon. I try not to get the seeds in there, but look at that. I flicked one seed. Guess where it went? Right inside. Try and get as many seeds out as you can. Squeeze the lemon. I like to squeeze my lemon around something. A fork, a knife, a spoon. You may have noticed me do that. It stops it from squirting out at odd angles and drenching everything. Mix it up a bit. Now the order doesn't matter. I always do it in the same order though. Definitely in parents to give it some flavor and give it a bit of color too. So it's going to be slightly brownish. Mix it around. Just a tiny bit of vinegar. Not a lot. It's the lemon that mostly does it. And just hit it with a bit of pepper. And that's it. It's ready to go. I've done this so many times now I don't even need to taste it. I know what it's going to taste like. Alright. After this, obviously you need to clean some lettuce. I don't think I need to show you how that's done. But you clean the lettuce, shred it a bit, whatever else you want in there. I like this with broccoli too. I know, kind of weird. And then just toss it and eat it. This is to die for. Paul's salad dressing. Honor of my dad. Stay tuned. Well, it's been a bit more than 70 minutes, but well, it was 121, now it's 122. We're at 122 on the meat probe, so we're going to pull this out. See what it looks like. What do you think of that? That, my friend, is not bad. The veggies look good. Not a lot of juice down there, so I don't know if there's going to be a lot of gravy. I think this is going to be a gravyless meal. I think everybody happy with that. Get some nice hot horseradish to go with it. It should be fine. So what we're going to do, well, I'm going to leave that in for now. We're going to take this roast out. I think I'd could use a big fork, but oh well. I'm going to take this out, we're going to tent it and let it sit for a bit. That way we can work with everything else as needed. Ooh, look at that juice come out of that. Ooh, so nice. Take the foil. Just a cozy little tent foil. Keep some of the heat in. And we can watch the temperature at the same time. It's 123 now. It'll climb for a few more minutes, even though there's no heat applied to it. And we'll come back when we get a chance to carve this baby up. I'll decide too if we're going to make gravy. I don't think we are. There's not a lot in there. Stay tuned. All right, we're back. The roast has been standing about 5 minutes, and it's gone up to 130 now, which is perfect for medium rare. So we're going to take a look at this thing. See what it looks like. Veggies came out pretty nice. Pull the probe out, don't need that. I'm going to cut the ribs off because the ribs are my favorite part. And I'll be eating those. Remember, there is string in this. There we go. There you have it. We're going to give it a slice. See if it passes the taste test. Hoo-hoo. What do you think? We're going to cut this up. It's hot like hell right now. I'm going to cut this up off camera. Show it to you on a plate. Oh, by the way, it's going to go with salad as well. And you can see that I found some broccoli in the fridge, so it went in as well. All right, just hang on and you'll see the final product.